Hello and welcome back to my channel. We got in, not last night, but the night before last from our trip to Wyoming. And if you've been following along, you know that it's been quite the month because basically we moved out of our apartment in the Bay Area at the very beginning of August and then moved our stuff to where we are now, which is where we're gonna be moving to. But we basically just dumped our stuff off and then flew to Kauai the next day, and we were there for about a week for our baby moon. I have a whole vlog up on that, sharing that trip if you want to check it out. But then after that we went to Idaho to visit my family for a couple weeks, and from there went out to Cheyenne, Wyoming to be there for the first Sunday that our friends Buzz and Tara were at their new church. So he accepted a role as the senior pastor of that church, and we got to be there to support them and just get to be there on their first Sunday, which was super special and meaningful. And so we just got back from that, and it is now the very end of August. It's literally August 31st today, and we're finally now going to be settling into the place that we're moving to. And so we're actually going to be moving our stuff into our new condo where we're going to be living later this week. And so before we do that though, my plan for this video is to film a little empty condo tour, just showing you guys around so you can see where we're going to be living, the new setup for videos and all that kind of stuff, and so that you can know what it looks like before we start to get our stuff moved in and get unpacked and get things decorated, so I can take you along with me on that process and everything. And then I'm also going to be sharing, as we give that tour, where we are moving to, and so you can actually know where in the world we are and where we're going to be and all that kind of stuff. But before we do that, I wanted to just share with you really quick something that encouraged me in my quiet time this morning. I honestly haven't been going through a Bible reading plan. I normally do, and I want to get back to that because I've just found that I personally do better with the discipline of having a plan to follow. But things have just been really crazy, and I've kind of just been hopping around and reading different things. And so this morning I read a couple verses in Romans and then also in the Psalms. And so what I want to share with you today is from Psalm 104 verses 27 through 28, and it's talking about all of God's creatures, his creation. And here's what it says. It says, "These all look to you to give them their food in due season. When you give it to them, they gather it up. When you open your hand, they are filled with good things." And I think this shows us a couple things about God's provision that are really encouraging. And so as we talk about God's provision, maybe there's some specific area that you're needing him to provide in. Maybe that's a physical need or a prayer you're praying that you're hoping that he answers, or some sort of guidance or direction that you're asking him for. When we talk about God's provision, there's two things this verse shows us. And the first thing is that, one, it is timely. It says in verse 27 that these creatures all look to God to give them their food in due season, that there's an appointed season, a particular time that they are needing to be fed, and that it is in that time that God feeds them. And so God's provision is timely. It is never too early, never too late. And then the second thing we see about his provision is that it is good. It says that when you open your hand, when God opens his hand to feed these creatures, when they open it, it is now filled with good things. That God's provision is good. He is not providing with bad food, bad things. And that doesn't always necessarily mean that that provision is going to be what we would expect it to look like, or that we're always going to understand it immediately, but it does mean that God's provision is good. And so that was really encouraging to me today, to be reminded that God's provision is timely and God's provision is good. And I just wanted to share that with you. I'm now going to go finish up a little bit of work before we head over to the condo later this afternoon, but I will see you over there and show you our new place. Welcome to our condo. Tyler and I just got here. He's behind the camera, gonna give you a little MTV Cribs tour thing. But when we got here, we actually had our very first package, as you can see, waiting for us. And so with that, I'm gonna show you our very first room because it goes with it. And this package is from a brand that I have dreamed about using for literally years, as I've watched so many friends of mine become mamas and now we get to use it. So I'm gonna take you in the first room and tell you about it. Come on this way. Here is, as you could probably guess, our nursery. It's so crazy to me to think that this little baby is gonna be like this is their room, and this is where we're gonna bring them home. And I'm so excited to decorate it and set it all up and share that with you guys. I kind of already know in my head where everything's gonna go, but I won't spoil that yet. But here is the room. We've got the closet over here, and then I did plug in my ring light just because this is the one room in the condo that doesn't really get as much natural light, which is fine for it being the baby's room and probably even better. We're gonna put a lamp in here, but this is just in here for now. But let me tell you about this box because it goes with the baby. Like I said, I've been so excited to use this brand for years. It's Lovevery, so I'm gonna sit down and open it with you and tell you a little bit about them. Okay, so if you've never heard of Lovevery before, Lovevery is a brand that creates Montessori style toys or playthings that are actually developed by child development experts to support each unique stage of your baby's development. And so the first thing they sent me is this play kit, which I love. I've actually purchased these play kits several times before for friends' kids and for my nieces. And so I'm so excited to be working with Lovevery now and to get to use this for our own little baby. It's so surreal. So these kits provide stage-based play essentials for little ones ages 0 to 4. And again, it's specifically tailored to what your baby is needing and loving at that stage. And so we can just go ahead and open this one up. This is gonna be our baby's very first little play kit instead of toys. How crazy is that? So we've got this little guy. The great thing about this too is that each little play kit comes with this little play guide for the parents, and so it basically like helps you to know how to help your baby play with the different toys and explains like developmentally what it's helping with. And I just think that's really cool because I love the idea of our baby having toys that are gonna encourage creativity and also help with their brain development, and I can understand like as they're playing with it how it's doing that. But first we have the little mobile, which is what I just pulled out right here. This little guy, which is the standing card holder, and these different little cards you can insert in it. This one is also a little something for you, so they throw something in for you as the parent. What do we have in here? Oh, it says, the days are long, but the years are short. I feel like that's what so many parents say, that it goes by so fast, even if the days feel long. And then here we've got, oh, they're little scratch mittens. They're little mittens so that the baby doesn't scratch themselves. This is a little silicone rattle. I feel like I remember this from when my niece had it, from when Abby had it, but it's a little rattle with the ball that you push through it. This little guy is a wooden book. How cute is that? I don't want to like take it apart now because we've got a lot to still unpack and move. But so that's the play kit, and through the Lovevery play kit subscription, you get a new set of toys or playthings every 2 to 3 months. And it's super simple to set up. Basically, you just go on their website, enter your baby's birth date or your child's birthday, and then select what you want your first play kit to be, depending on how old they are, and then you're good to go. It'll just send you the new ones every 2 to 3 months. The other thing they sent me is their play gym, which was literally one of the things that was the top of my list of things I knew I wanted to get. But this is actually something that my sister-in-law Jessica really wanted when she was pregnant with my first niece Abby, and I remember my mom got it for her as a gift, and it was literally Abby's favorite thing in the world because there's so many different interactive things you can do on the play mat. And as a little bonus, it's colorful, which is great for the baby, but then you can fold over the little flaps and it's nice and neutrally, which you guys know I love. And so I'm super excited to use these things for our baby again, especially after watching so many friends use them. So even if you aren't a mama, these are the perfect baby shower gift for a friend, or maybe gift for a new mom in your life. If you want to check it out, you can click the link down in my description below to become a Lovevery Play Kit subscriber and to just learn more about the brand in general, because they have so many great toys and even home decor items, and it's just a really great brand that we are excited to use and to get to work with. And so thanks to Lovevery for working with me on this video. I'm gonna pack this all up now and then we'll show you guys the rest of the condo. So now that we've showed you the nursery, let's keep going with the condo tour. When you walk out right here is the second bath, the guest bath. And this is probably where we'll give our baby baths. Although I feel like you start giving them baths in the sink. I'm not really sure. But there's a bathroom over there. And then right over here is the little laundry room area. So here's
that auto light.
The fan on apparently. This is gonna fit so much more than the washer dryer at our apartment. We'll be able to fit like actual comforters in there. That's exciting. And then we're also probably gonna keep our cleaning stuff in here. We did already bring over the vacuum and steam mop to clean a little bit, but it'll be nice to have kind of a full little closet area for cleaning stuff. So that's that. And I think that the fan just turns off when you close the door / hopefully. Anyways, here's where we entered. It's just a little entryway. Also have a little entry closet over here. And then if you go this way when you come in, here is our kitchen. So this is our kitchen. If you come in over here, This is sort of like the dining nook. I think it's meant to be more of a nook. So we're gonna have to see if our table will fit in here or if it'll go in more of like the traditional dining room area, but we're gonna play around with things. I think we'll also probably switch out the blinds for like curtains, just because I love like natural light, but again, we'll see what we do. And then if we pan around this way, here's the rest of our kitchen. And I think we do have a little bit more storage space probably here too, which will be nice. And it's also nice that it opens up to our living room. So speaking of, come to our living room. So here is the living room. Here's the area that I think is supposed to be the dining room. I'd probably just opt to keep it all living room if our dining table will fit in there, but we'll see. Otherwise it'll kind of like, we'll section it out a little bit. But here it is. Our couch will probably go here. Here is the living room, leads out to the little balcony. You can also actually get there from our room, so maybe we'll just wait till we get to our room to share that part. But here's our living room. And then if you come this way, follow me, here is our bedroom. This is a really good sized master, which we're excited about. I think that we kind of, again, are figuring out the layout and stuff, but I think there's gonna be room in here for like all the stuff we had in our bedroom before, and then also a desk, because before I always had like my computer stuff on our dining table, and I'd love for that to just be our dining table and not have to kind of switch back and forth. But you come on in here, this is the master, and I guess we'll show you kind of the over here first. So sorry to keep making you change, but we've got the
it's me
behind the camera. Here's our, what are they called, closets. I was gonna say we both get one, but let's be real, I'll probably get like 1.5 and you'll get, right?
Right.
Just kidding.
Kidding, but not kidding.
I mean, yeah. You just don't have that many clothes. And then here is the bathroom. We each get our own sink, which is nice. And yeah, there's the bathroom, and here's the toilet / shower room. And then I guess we can end off with the balcony. So if you follow me this way, here is the little balcony. So our balcony before looked out over like a parking lot where neighbors were always there, so we never really like sat out there and drank coffee or whatever. But I do think it'd be fun to maybe get seats for out here, because it's a different view that is nice. And so we'll have Tyler's Traeger out here and probably some sort of seating as well. But that is our condo. So before we share where we're moving, or I guess where we've already moved, we're here.
We have arrived.
I would love to hear you guess down in the comments if you have a guess on where we moved. You're about to find out anyways, but it should just be fun to see what you were thinking. But I guess it's time to share the news. Should we do a drum roll?
Let's do it.
So where we moved is
San Diego.
So we are here in San Diego now. If you didn't know, Tyler's whole family actually lives in San Diego.
Yep, I was born down here, and then when I was 6 or 7, something around that age, can't remember exactly, we all moved up to the Bay Area. And then in 2014, when I was switching colleges, my family all moved back down here, but I stayed up there for school and
to meet me, because you did.
And to meet my wifey. That was the real reason I stayed. Yeah, so that was 2014 when they all moved back down here. And now here we are, 2022, 8 years later, and we're here too now for the time being. So very excited to be close to family again here.
Yeah, and Tyler's grandpa actually owns this condo that we just showed you guys, and he has very generously given us a really great rate on rent, which we're super thankful for. To be able to stay here as we kind of figure out more long-term stuff. And so
thank you, Grandpa.
Yeah, thank you if you're watching this. Super thankful for that. And it worked out perfectly because Tyler's sister was actually living here with her husband and our adorable little nephew, and they were moving out right as we were needing to move in, and so it was just like totally all lined up. And then we've actually had our stuff stored at Tyler's parents' house this past month while we've been traveling, because while we were traveling they repainted everything here and updated the carpet, so we're also thankful for that. And so that's why our stuff isn't here, because we kind of just brought it all to Tyler's parents' house, and we're now going to be moving it here to the condo. So that is the plan, and I will be sharing soon more of what brought us down here. But wanted to at least show you the apartment. I keep saying apartment, but it's condo. Give you the tour, give you the update of where we're living, and I'm very excited to, yeah, just see what this journey holds and take you guys along for it. So thank you for being here. Thanks for following along for this past crazy month of travel. We're excited to just start to get settled in. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one very soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.